Now, they formed within the last hour. Some of the things that they are chanting include things like divest and disclose. Of course, this is in response to Columbia University President Binoche Shafik, her statement that was released earlier this morning saying that the university will not divest funds away from Israel. Another thing that sparked this protest, a notice that was given to the students in the encampment. Now, that said that the students must leave by 2 p.m. We heard from Sky Fox that it's now 2:30. They have not left. The encampment still looks the same as it does, and they are still holding strong onto the campus. Now, as far as police officers, we saw dozens of police officers form outside before this group of protesters got here, so they were anticipating this large group arriving. Now, this comes after Columbia University said that they wouldn't get the NYPD involved after more than 100 protesters had been arrested on campus for trespassing, but it doesn't appear that these police officers are going to go onto the campus. They do not have riot gear on. They do not have helmets on. They were just helping with the barricades that you can see over here. These barricades had been removed a couple of days ago. They are now back here just to help with the orderly demonstration, to help with pedestrians walking so that it doesn't spill over onto the street. Cars are passing by. This is a very busy area. I heard a police officer tell people to get back onto the sidewalk. So this is right now under control. No violent interactions that we have seen at the moment. And we've also seen an NYPD drone up over the encampment onto the campus area. So they are looking at this from all different angles to make sure that things do not get out of hand. Also, I want to comment on something that was mentioned when we had Sky Fox over, that there are so many students that are marching here. One thing that I had noticed was from this area where I was standing, we have been here for consecutive days now. So from where I was standing outside of campus, I heard the chanting coming from on campus, and that's something that I haven't heard here. So they're clearly angry. They clearly want their message to be heard and their demands to be met, one of them being divestment. And from standing in this area, I can't see the campus here. I can't see some students walking by, but I have never seen that many students, the volume of students marching and going back and forth. So we do have a camera where the encampment is. We're going to be heading in a few minutes to get a closer look at what's going on. Back to you, Bianca.
All right, Michelle, thank you for staying on top of that. And as we heard from the university president, that divestment will not happen. The coverage will continue here on Fox 5, on the 5 o'clock news and on the 6 o'clock news. Updates also available online at fox5ny.com and on the Fox 5 NY News app. We now return you to regular programming.
The purpose of this meeting is that we might really step in.
I'm going to go in.
We don't have any more hits?
Let me double check. And I'll steal your husband. You heard him? Yeah. And I'll steal your husband. I'll wait 2 more minutes for them to answer.
Yeah.
Oh, they're still standing by me now. I have to charge my phone. Is your car here? Where is it?
It's unlocked, yeah. Yeah, it is. It's over there.
Okay.
Watch this stuff real quick.
And we are continuing to follow the situation at Columbia University. University had given a 2 o'clock deadline this afternoon. Protesters, which had set up this encampment for the last week, to disperse, remove their belongings, remove the tents, and leave that area. That 2 o'clock deadline has now passed. There was a large crowd which had assembled on the walkways and steps just outside of the lawn, and shortly after that 2 o'clock deadline, we saw that group start to march around the perimeter of the lawns. They have now fanned out around some of the adjoining plazas near the lawn. It's unclear if they have intentions to march anywhere specific on campus or to just stay in the general vicinity of the lawn area where those tents have been set up. We have seen no signs at this point, any imminent signs of the tents being removed by the university. It's unknown what their immediate plans are with that deadline passing, if there were clear plans to have the tents removed shortly thereafter, or whether that 2 o'clock deadline would be more of a disciplinary item for the students that were involved. There's also a small group outside the gates of the university, Broadway near 116th Street. Last week, while these protests have been going on, the school has limited anybody inside the campus to students, so trying to keep outside protesters outside the property of the school. Again, a 2 o'clock deadline imposed by Columbia University has now passed. The protesters, which had assembled just outside of the tent area, started to march just after 2 o'clock. We have been watching them now as they made their way around the perimeter of the lawns through some of the other plazas here at the university. During the course of that march, everything has appeared, at least from our vantage point, to be peaceful. We have not seen any physical interactions with the group marching around the campus. And again, no clear signs on when the tents will be removed by the university, if that will be anything imminent. Just joining us here at CBS New York, we are following the events at Columbia University. Protests and a encampment that have been set up for the last week were given a 2 o'clock deadline today to remove their belongings, break down those tents, and disperse from the area. The protesters, which had been here for the better part of the last week and possibly joining them had assembled in the area just outside of the lawn, the walkways and stairwell here. Shortly after 2 o'clock, as that deadline passed, the group started to march around the perimeter of the lawns. They have expanded their march area to go just outside of some of the plazas that surround the lawn. It's not known at this time whether they will continue to march to other portions of the campus or just stay in the general area where the encampment has been for the last week. And as we mentioned earlier, it's still unclear from the university standpoint, or at least what they have made public, what that 2 o'clock deadline will entail, if it's just mere disciplinary issues at this point, or whether there is a more immediate plan to have the tents removed. And as we're getting overhead Broadway, we can give you a quick glimpse of the protesters that have assembled outside of the university. Again, for the last week, the school had limited anybody coming outside protesters out of the property of the school. There we can see them set up along Broadway. We have seen no immediate plans involving the NYPD. There have been police in the area since these protests started about a week and a half ago, with the original encampment that was set up on this area of lawn. That was taken down within 2 days, and a few days later, this larger encampment was set up on the adjacent lawn area. Again, we'll continue to follow the situation at Columbia University and update you as the events unfold. From those lawn areas. We can also tell you that there has been a smaller group just outside of the gates of the university. Last week, the school has limited protesters inside the property of the school to students only, trying to keep outside protesters along Broadway. And again, there is a smaller group that has assembled along Broadway. From what we have seen from the air, though, the protests appear to have been orderly. We have not seen any incidents or altercations ongoing, at least from our vantage point. As well, we have not seen any indicators from overhead that there is an imminent plan to have those tents removed. Again, though, we are waiting to find out more information from the university if they will make those plans public. And we will continue to follow the situation at Columbia University again as the protest ongoing now over a week. Continue this afternoon with that 2 o'clock deadline now passed to break down this encampment area. And we are continuing our coverage of the events at Columbia University. A 2 o'clock deadline to remove the tents and other items that have been set up in this encampment on one of the lawn areas. That 2 o'clock deadline imposed by the university has now passed. There was a large crowd of protesters which had assembled on some of the walkways adjacent to the lawn area. And as that 2 o'clock deadline passed, shortly after 2 o'clock, that group began to march around the essential perimeter of the lawns. They've expanded out in some of the adjoining plazas as well, but for the most part, keeping this march to the general vicinity of the lawn areas and, of course, those tents which have been set up for the last week. The protesters, as they've made their way around the campus, from our vantage point, we have not seen any incidents, altercations. It appears to have been relatively calm, at least from a physical standpoint. It's unknown at this time whether that 2 o'clock deadline is just a mere disciplinary deadline or if there is a more imminent plan to have the tents removed, any protesters as well removed from that lawn area. That is unclear at this time. We have seen no visible signs from high above that might be happening imminently, and of course at this time the school has not released any details on what the next steps may be. As well, from the protesters' standpoint, we have not been able to receive information whether these march will continue, if there are plans on the protester side to remove the tents in the near future. We will continue to follow the situation. Again, a 2 o'clock deadline imposed by Columbia University has now passed. The encampment area that we have seen set up on one of the lawn areas for the last week remains intact. We are not noticing any reduction in the number number of tents that have been set up appears to basically be the same as it has been for the last week. So of course we will monitor the situation here. We also have crews that will be covering other angles of the story later in the day. For now, we'll just monitor the situation at Columbia University as protesters make their way around the campus. And we are continuing to follow the events live at Columbia University. The school had imposed a 2 p.m. deadline today for the protesters and encampment that has been set up for the last week to remove their belongings, break down those tents, and disperse from the lawn area that they have been set up on for the last week. A large group had assembled on some of the walkways just outside of the lawn area, and as that 2 o'clock deadline passed, the group has essentially been marching around the general perimeter of the lawns as well as some of the adjacent plaza area. We have been watching as the protesters, at least from our vantage point, appear to have been orderly. We have not noticed any incidents as they have made their way around the campus. There is also a much smaller group just outside the gates of the school along Broadway. That, of course, is something that we have seen also for the last week, where protesters that were not students had assembled outside the gates of the school, keeping anybody that is not a student outside the gates for the last week now that we've been following this situation. Again, it's unclear what... From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river. From the sea to the river. Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever. Free, free Palestine. Free Palestine. We will not stop. We will not rest. We will not stop. We will not rest. We will not stop. We will not rest. We will not stop. We will not rest.
Israel's crime. No more money for Israel's crime. Not another nickel, not another dime. Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crime. No more money for Israel's crime. Not another nickel, not another dime. Not another nickel, not another dime. Media vultures, go home. We will not stop, we will not let this go. We will not stop, we will not let this go. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. will not stop, we will not rest. Stand back. We will not stop, we will not rest. Stand back. We will not stop, we will not rest. Stand back. We will not stop, we will not rest. Stand back. We will not stop, we will not rest. Stand back. We will not stop, we will not rest. Stand back. We will not stop, we will not rest. Stand back. We will not stop, we will not rest.
No, the headline was crazy. Like young people not enough to
From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever.
occupation has got to go.
The occupation has got to go. Hey, hey. The occupation has got to go. Hey, hey. Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest this cause! Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest this cause! Divest! We will not stop, we will not rest this cause!
Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! How many kids have been killed today?
We will honor all our martyrs, all our children, sons and daughters. We will honor all our martyrs. We will honor all our martyrs, all our children, sons and daughters.
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Yeah, no, go for it.